A business idea is not valuable just because you're excited about it. It becomes valuable when you find customers that actually want it. Many people guard an untested idea like it's the last cookie in the kitchen, even though nobody wanted a bite. Before you build anything, write down who the customer is, what the problem that customer has, and why your solution would matter. For example, do not say, I want to build a business app. Say, I want to help small contractors send estimates faster because they are losing work while creating quotes by hand. That change gives the idea direction. Your action is to explain your idea in one clear sentence. Clarity makes research, planning, and building much easier. The strongest business ideas usually begin with a painful problem, not a clever product. A customer will pay more attention to something that saves time, reduces frustration, and lowers costs, or improves some kind of result. Imagine building a complicated tool that organizes refrigerator magnets. It may work perfectly, but the customer was probably sleeping just fine before you arrived. Ask potential customers what slows them down, what they repeatedly complain about, and what they currently use as a solution. If several people describe the same problem, you may have something worth testing. Write down the exact words the customers use instead of replacing them with fancy business language. When you understand the pain clearly, your business idea becomes easier to explain, easier to improve, easier to market, and eventually sell. Business motivation can get you started, but it cannot prove that your business idea will sell. It may feel completely inspired on Monday and discover on Friday that the market did not receive the motivational speech. For example, you might believe people need a detailed 50-page planning workbook, but customer interviews may show that they only wanted a one-page checklist. Research protects you from spending months building the wrong version. Look at what competing products, customer reviews, search activity, common questions, and what people already purchase. Collect at least 10 pieces of evidence before investing heavily. Motivation gives you energy, but proof gives you direction. When you combine both, you make decisions based on customer behavior instead of depending entirely on hope, excitement, and a notebook full of exclamation marks. Too many business ideas can stop you just as quickly as having no idea. You can spend every day creating new possibilities while none of these receive enough work to become real. One idea becomes 6, 6 becomes 20, and soon you're managing a warehouse full of invisible products. Choose one idea by scoring it in 4 different areas: customer demand, profit potential, your ability to reach buyers, and the cost of testing it. Give each area a score from 1 to 5. The highest score idea should receive your attention first. This does not mean the other ideas are bad. It means you're choosing progress over constant switching. Give one business idea a clear test period and one measurable goal. Focus produces evidence, while endless idea collecting usually produces more folders. A business idea should earn the right to become a full product. You can test customer interest before paying someone to ever build anything. For example, create a simple page that explains the results, show the expected price, and let people join a waiting list. You can also offer a basic version of the service manually before creating software. That may feel less exciting than launching a giant platform, but it's far better than building a beautiful system used by you, your spouse, and one confused visitor from another country. Choose one small test that measures real behavior. Track signups, calls, requests, deposits, or actual sales. When people take action, you gain stronger evidence. Testing first can save money and help you build the version customers are more likely to use. Your friends may support your business ideas without being the right customer for it. They may tell you it sounds wonderful because they care about you and would also compliment a sandwich you accidentally dropped on the floor. Talk to people who actually experienced the problem and could realistically purchase the solution. Instead of asking, do you like my idea? Ask, How do you solve this now? What does that cost you? And what frustrates you about the current solution? These questions produce useful information because they focus on behavior. Speak with at least 5 potential customers and record the repeated answers that they give you. Honest customer conversations may confirm your idea, change it, or save you from building it. All 3 outcomes help you make a better business decision. Competition can strengthen your business idea because it shows that customers already spend money in that area. The goal is not to copy someone else. The goal is to learn what customers value, what they still dislike, and study 3 competing products or services. Write down their prices, their main promises, their customer types, strong features, and the most repeated complaints that they have. For example, customers may like a scheduling service but complain that setup is difficult. That complaint may reveal an opportunity for a simpler version or better support. Do not panic because other businesses exist. Grocery stores do not close because someone else discovered bread. Look for a clear difference you can offer. Understanding the market helps you position the idea and avoid building something that has no meaningful reason to exist. A business idea can have a demand and still lose money. Before building, estimate the price, production costs, delivery costs, freelancer costs, platform fees, advertising expenses, and customer support time. For example, selling a product for $50 sounds promising until it costs $38 to produce and the customer sends 14 emails asking where the instruction sheet is. Use realistic numbers instead of perfect numbers. Calculate how much remains after all major costs, then ask whether that profit is worth the time and risk. Your action is to create a simple cost list and a possible selling price. This does not need to be a perfect financial forecast. It needs to reveal obvious problems early. Better numbers help you improve the offer before expensive work begins. A business idea becomes easier to build when you define the result instead of describing a vague object. Do not begin work with, "I need a website." Begin with, "I need a website that explains my service, collects customer information, and schedules appointments for me." The website's just a tool. The customer action is the business result. After managing hundreds of freelancer projects, I learned that unclear outcomes create confusion before the project even starts. A freelancer cannot hit a target that keeps moving around the room. Write one sentence that describes what the completed project should help the customer accomplish. Then list the 3 most important customer actions. When the result is clear, you can make better decisions about design, features, costs, freelancers, and what should be built first. The first version of your business idea does not need every feature you can imagine. It needs enough features to solve the main problem and test a customer response. A simple product that works is more useful than a giant product that has been almost ready for 14 months. For example, instead of building a full membership platform with 20 tools, begin with one paid resource that solves one clear problem. List every feature you're considering, then mark each one as required, helpful, or later. Only the required features belong in the first test version. This reduces costs and gives you feedback sooner. You can always add improvements after customers prove they want the basic result. Starting small is not thinking small, it is reducing unnecessary risk. A business idea is easier for a freelancer to understand when you provide visual examples. You do not need to be an artist. Use screenshots, simple boxes, arrows, samples, and short notes. For example, instead of writing, "Make the page clean," show 2 pages and mark the layout, the text size, button placement, and spacing you prefer. Clean can mean 10 different things to 10 different people. And somehow, one of those meaningful ways includes a giant purple button. Gather 3 visual examples and explain exactly what you like and dislike about each one. A short screen capture recording video can also show the expected flow. Better examples reduce guessing, improve freelancer estimates, and help finish work matched to what exactly you had in mind. A good business idea can produce bad results when the project instructions are too vague. Do not write, "Build me a professional online store." Right. Build a mobile-friendly store with 10 products, customer reviews, card payment, shipping options, and the attached brand colors. These improved versions define the work. Your freelancer should not need to interview 3 witnesses and search your email history to discover what professional means. Write the desired result, required features, visual examples, deadlines, files you will provide, and the final files you expect to receive. Then read the description as though you know nothing about the project. Clear instructions attract more accurate bids and reduce mishaps. This preparation is one of the biggest differences between a smooth build and a long chain of expensive revisions. The cheapest freelancer is not automatically the best person to build your business idea. Price matters, but matching experience matters more. A freelancer may have excellent reviews for logo design and still be completely wrong for building a mobile application because they have no coding experience. That is like hiring a talented piano player to repair your transmission because both jobs involve keys. Review work samples that closely match your project. Ask what the freelancer personally completed, what challenges appeared, and how the work was tested. Compare freelancers using the same questions instead of choosing the person with the most exciting messages. Your actions are to identify the exact skill required you need to complete the project with. Matching the right experience to the right task reduces risk and gives your business idea a stronger chance of becoming a usable result. Do not give an untested freelancer complete control of your business idea. Begin with one small paid assignment. For a website, that might be 1 page. For software, it could be 1 feature. For product design, it could be 1 sample concept. A sample test shows whether the freelancer understands instructions, communicates clearly, meets deadlines, and responds well to feedback. A proposal may sound perfect, but proposals are famous for arriving on time because they do not have to build anything. Define 1 result, 1 deadline, 1 payment, and 1 review point. Then evaluate both the work and the working relationship. A successful test creates confidence before you expand the project. An unsuccessful test limits the loss and helps you choose somebody else. A business idea can get buried under endless revisions when the feedback is unclear. Saying, "I don't like it," tells the freelancer almost nothing. Say, shorten the headline, move the button higher, reduce the number of colors, and match the spacing in the example. Specific feedback explains what should change and what the improved result should look like. Combine your comments into 1 organized list instead of sending a new message every time another thought appears in your head. Otherwise, the freelancer may feel like they are taking a test where the teacher keeps adding questions after the bell rings. Review the work at planned points and compare it to the original requirements. Better feedback reduces repeated changes, protects the schedule, and keeps the finished work connected to the business result. Your business idea may be delayed because you believe you must personally learn every skill needed to build it. I once believed I needed to learn how to code before I could create the product that I wanted. I later learned it was faster to understand how to hire and manage someone who already has the skill set. 1 skill can quickly become 12, and suddenly you have opened a private college to where you're the only student, teacher, janitor, and unpaid cafeteria worker. Ask whether the task requires your personal judgment or whether someone with proven experience can complete it faster. Choose 1 specialized task you don't need to master and identify the type of freelancer who could handle it. Using skilled freelancers help protect your time and keeps your idea moving. Business success becomes difficult when the owner spends every hour doing the work someone else could handle. Your highest value responsibilities include understanding customers, improving the offer, making key decisions, and directing the business. Repeated customer work can often be delegated after you explain the process. For example, you may decide what each video should teach while the freelancer edits it, adds captions, formats it for each platform, and prepares the files. You do not need to be the entire company, plus the person who calls the company when something breaks. List everything you did during the last week. Mark each task as owner work, support work, or repeat work. Choose one repeated task to document and then delegate it out. This gives you more time to strengthen and grow the main business idea. I'm quickly losing sunlight as the sun is setting over the mountains. Don't let the sun set on your ideas without understanding if it's viable. A business idea becomes a business opportunity when you move it through 5 clear steps. Idea, proof, planning, help, and results. First, define the customer problem. Then collect evidence that people want a solution. Next, describe exactly what should be built. After that, hire the right person for a small test and manage the work with clear examples and feedback. Do not leave your ideas sitting in a notebook until it begins collecting retirement benefits. Choose one idea today and write one action under each of these 5 steps on the board. In Hire Freelancers, Build Faster, I explain how to prepare projects, communicate clearly, find skilled freelancers, and turn ideas into completed work. Your idea does not need more waiting, it needs more evidence, clarity, and the right execution.